welcome to Bryant Fitness Systems. Thank you for clicking on the video. Please subscribe, please like. And this video is all about how to be a successful fitness boss in your own business, or whatever you decide to do if you want to run your own business. So I've successfully run my own business for over 25 years. And when I very first started in 1998, 99, I became a personal trainer and was working for a company that said to me, right, you've been here 6 months, Scott. We need to get rid of staff and you're the one that we're going to get rid of. Or you need to give us 3 hours, as in work for free, and then you can use the gym with your clients. Or you can pay us a rent and use the gym with the clients and go self-employed. So I decided to go, fuck you, and I went down the self-employed route and never, ever looked back. Even though I've had my ups and downs, I've had some hard times, I've had some good times, and nobody in business will ever tell you it's all sunshine and rainbows, which it definitely isn't. And if you listen to, you know, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Andrew Tate, people like that, they've all had a tough time, and they all have, it's like that. It's like, it's not like that all the way for lots of people. And especially when you're self-employed and you're an entrepreneur like myself. So what I soon realised, that being self-employed, you've got to be great at sales, which I'm pretty good at sales, and I sell with love and compassion. I don't try and convince people. I don't try and baffle them with bullshit and all this type of stuff. I just say I'm a genuine person. I want to help you. I want to help you get in shape. I want you to achieve your fitness dream, and this is how we're going to do it. And the difference is between me and most of the personal trainers out there is that I studied with the Czech Institute, went all the way to the end to get my master's level 5. That took me 6 years, which is normal, which is longer than average, because I wanted to take my time and I wanted to get it all in my head. So the first thing I would say to anybody that wants a fitness boss system is that you must make sure, if you're going to go self-employed, that you have at least 6 months or a year's salary saved. So then that way, if you do hit a little pothole, that you can get yourself out of the pothole and get back on top. Then the next thing that you need to do is to plan out where you want to be in 5 years' time, okay? But the only thing we do in these 5-year plans is that things in the economy and what's going on around the world can affect your 5-year plan. And this is what they don't tell you on all the marketing seminars and how to make loads of money and all this type of stuff. And this annoys me a little bit, that they're not completely honest. So I've studied Brian Tracy's work. I've studied Bob Proctor's work, which really helped me. So I've studied some real motivational people's work. Even Anthony Robbins' work, or Tony Robbins, is really good. And I went to a seminar to hear Tony Robbins talk, which was great as well. But again, they don't talk about, a lot of them won't talk about their ups and downs and how tough it's been. And when I speak to other trainers about, oh, how's business? Oh, it's fantastic. But you're driving a Skoda. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people won't admit that they're having a hard time, but I'm sort of like an open book, and I will tell you how it is without any bullshit, if that makes sense. So you've got to have 6 months to a year's salary saved if you're going to go self-employed as a PT. The next thing that you need to do, which I'm trying not to do now, is to never eat alone. So when you become a self-employed personal trainer, you become a little bit of a lone wolf, especially if you're a Czech practitioner, because lots of people would disagree with what you say and what you do. So you have to do the convincing by using practical means to show them that you know what you're talking about. And I've learned some great practical skills doing marketing, like when I used to walk around on the gym floor talking to other members. I would say to them, did you know that treadmill is going to give you a heart attack? I'd say, do you know that doing the leg press will make you dysfunctional for getting on and off the toilet? So I would say these outlandish things so people would talk about me in the changing room. So they're advertising me by talking about me, whether it was good or bad. And then it was easier to get clients. Does that make sense? And this is the same with the internet, and Paul Chek, Charles Parloquin and other strength and conditioning coaches have done the same as well. Like Charles Parloquin said that if you can pinch more than your penis skin on your arms, that's pinching the skin together, it means that you're too fat and your testosterone is too low. Now, is that true or is that not true? But it gets you thinking. Does that make sense? So really, to be successful in business, you've got to be willing to go the extra mile. So I've worked with clients. I've helped a client move. I've helped a client go shopping. I've helped a client. I've done some babysitting before and stuff like that. So I believe if the client is paying me huge amounts of money, which I charge huge amounts of money, I need to go the extra mile with them because they're going the extra mile with me. Does that make sense? So that's how I have stayed successful, because I don't give people any bullshit. What you see is what you get. And I'm all about the result. So if I can't get you the result, I will tell you point blank, you're not keeping to the program, you're not my type of client, or you're not pushing yourself hard enough or something like that if there's a problem or there's an issue. Does that make sense? But I won't lie to people because I don't want people to do that to me. Does that make sense? So really being the boss of your own business is great because you can see the clients you want to see. You can get up when you want to get up. You can go to work when you want to go to work. There's so many positives to being a self-employed coach or fitness trainer or chat practitioner, whatever you want to call it. But obviously we all need to earn X amount of money in which to pay the bills. Now I believe, looking online, especially in London, the average personal trainers are charging £50 to £60 an hour. I wasn't even charging that 20 years ago. So if you're charging 50, 60, 65 pounds an hour, and it's 25 years on or 24 years on, you're not taking into account tax, national insurance, which we're paying more tax than the Second World War now, and the cost of living. You're really on minimum wage, and you're doing a 60-hour week, 40-hour week once you've done your travelling and all the other stuff that you do. Can you see where that doesn't really make sense? And really, PT has always been, the upper end. And this is why I wear my boss stuff, is because I'm the upper end. I'm the gold standard. The guys that are charging 50, 65 pound an hour are the bronze standard. And probably not spent as much time as me studying, learning, and learning new techniques and guaranteeing 100% the result. Does that make sense? So I would say to all the new personal trainers that are coming forward, remember that 89% will give up in the first 3 to 6 months. Because they'll realise, if you Google where I live, there's already 14 trainers saying that they can do what I can do, but they can't. Does that make sense? But the customer doesn't know the difference unless they do their research online and research the Chek Institute and Chek practitioners, which to be a certified Chek practitioner level 5 takes 6 years and about £30,000 to learn the whole system and to be able to work with golfers, tennis players, and skiers, snowboarders, and footballers, and people like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's really important for you to understand, to be the boss of your own system, you need to learn many other systems that you can put into your system to make it even better. I see a lot of trainers only do one realm of study, like they only do powerlifting, or they only do bodybuilding, or they only do weight management. Now, when you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure as a business person, because you need to make sure that you're open to all the different areas that people want. So if somebody comes to me and they want just bodybuilding, hypertrophy, and they want to build a bigger chest and they want to get stronger, no problem at all. If somebody comes to me and they want to increase their golf drive and lower their handicap, no problem at all. And if somebody comes to me and they go, I've got disc herniation and I've got a real bad back and I really want to get exercising again, no problem at all. But that's only because of the extra study and the extra learning that I've done. Like reading over 1,000 books now and done over 40 different courses, online, in person, everywhere, in which to make sure that I offer an outstanding service to my clients. Does that make sense? So if you're really looking to be the boss of your fitness business, you've got to set yourself out to be different as well. If there's 45,000 personal trainers and they're all saying, oh, I can do corrective exercise, when a lot of them can't, can you see my point? So you have to set yourself out to be the boss, like I am. I'm the boss. I believe, with my 25 years experience, which makes me a master, which takes 10,000 hours to master whatever you're doing, and with the 1,000 books that I've read, and the hundreds, over 2,000 YouTube videos now, and 500 followers on TikTok going up slowly. And I've done, 180 blogs on my website now, and 100% of them are all page one in Google, which is great. But I've had to become the boss of Google and master that on how to market myself online. Does that make sense? So if you're a lazy person and you think that becoming a personal trainer, you're going to make a lot of money very, very quickly, well, you're deluding yourself, and you're going to find that you're going to quit very, very quickly. And I see this a lot. I see, last week, 3 other trainers online, their websites have gone, they've closed down their Google accounts because they're not making money anymore, simply because they either undercharged or overcharged, but didn't provide the service with the overcharging. Does that make sense? And remember, a personal trainer can charge as little as £10 up to as much as £200 an hour, depending on your confidence level, your knowledge levels, and how much you value yourself. Does that make sense? So you need to look into that as well. Make sure that you specialize, as the boss I am. Make sure you specialize in what you do. Make sure you get to grips with the internet and obviously YouTube as well. I've mastered that as well. I can get any of my videos to go page one, number one, no problem at all. But it's all taken a learning curve to learn all these techniques. Does that make sense? So if you want to become the boss of your fitness business and you need help, please go to my website and send me an email. I'll be happy to talk to you and help you a little bit, but it's a paid for service. I'm charging £5,000 if you want to work with me. And for the £5,000, you will get 20 hours of my time on me showing you how to get your website page one really quickly, how to write a blog and to make that go page one, as well as how to do a YouTube channel and get that to go page one, and how to market yourself to get big ticket clients when getting to clients to sign up for packages, so you're not running after yourself anymore. So you can afford to do the things that you really want to do, but it's going to cost you £5,000 to get into my head to learn what I know. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please follow. Thanks very much. Don't forget to press the buttons wherever they are. And peace out. Have a great weekend. Bye.